Hi all, thanks for tuning in. We're about a little more than 8.5 minutes till tip here. So you got the countdown there for you. And as soon as we get closer here, about 5 minutes ago, Tony, we'll get some keys to the game, what we're looking for, and get the show on the road, yeah?
Yeah, sounds like a plan, Seth. Got to be back.
All right. All right, everybody, if you're out there listening, thanks for joining in to this, first 21-22 Southwest Ohio Full Court Press live audio call of the season. I'm Seth Keim. I've got along with me my partner in crime, Tony Peters.
How's it going, Seth? I'm glad to be here, man.
Yes, sir. So we are up here at Fort Loramie High School as they're getting ready to take on the Anna Rockets in a pretty classic SCAL battle tonight, Tony. Two teams that year in and year out seem to reload. Really great coaching on both sides of the ball. Head coach Corey Britton for Loramie and coach Nate Barhorst for the Anna Rockets. Seemingly reload, well coached every year, make deep runs in the playoff. Always take out some teams that you expect to go farther, but they get out coached, out hustled, outplayed.
That's just SCAL basketball for you, Seth. I mean, yeah, you said it best. Anna, especially the more surprising team when you lose 4 starters last year and you end up in the regional finals or regional semifinals with 20-plus wins. It says a lot about your program. So, definitely it'll be a good game here to start the season. Team's still kind of figuring things out, but obviously, like I said, SCAL basketball, you're always going to have a lot of competitiveness, physicality, so it's going to be a great game for sure.
Yes, indeed. So, Tony, as we get ready, we got a little more than a minute here. Let's run through some keys to the game here before we get started with starting lineups and things.
Sure, Anna, it's 2 big things. You got to play your game and you got to control the glass tonight. Play your game. They like to play fast. Last year, Anna was on a team that could put up easy 70, 80 points per game. They lost a lot of that scoring from a year ago. Can they do that? If they can score in the high volume, they're going to have a good chance to compete. They're going to have to control the glass, too. Fort Loramie has several players 6'4", 6'5", and taller. They got a lot of big, bulky guys as well. You got to be able to control it for Fort Loramie. Got to know where McCain Finkenbein is at all times. He's their leading scorer for Anna. And then you got to let Caleb Maurer work. When he's healthy, he can easily put up 25 a night.
Yes, indeed. So we are almost ready for game time, folks. So we've got starting lineups and national anthem coming up. So we will be back here live in just a moment. We'll keep everything live so you can hear it going. Yes, indeed.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Hoops for a Care game. Just a reminder, the raffle tickets are in the hallway and a miracle minute at halftime. There is a miracle minute at halftime for Deb Brantley. Every year, 17 million new cases of cancer are diagnosed each year, and cancer takes over 9.5 lives a year. Please join us in a short prayer for those many families who have been affected. Lord, let your light shine to those who suffer from cancer. As they struggle physically and mentally, give them the courage to fight even harder. With your almighty presence, heal their bodies and restore their spirits. Protect them with your loving embrace to ease their pain and drown out all their fears. All this is possible by the grace of God. Amen.
Amen.
To honor America, please stand and join in the playing of our national anthem played by the Fort Loramie Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Kyle Kanapke.
All right. So we're going to be getting ready for the starting lineups here. I want to throw a big thank you out to Fort Loramie for hosting us tonight. Gracious enough to bring us in here, set us up, get us all hooked up and ready to go so we can provide this call for you. So thank you very much to Fort Loramie and their entire staff. We greatly, greatly appreciate it.
Coaches administering the contest, of course, your team and your opponent. And as important today as ever, please.
All right, Tony, so do we want to run through starting lineups here quick?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. For the Anna Rockets, we've got senior Zach Ambos.
Number 4.
Number 11, junior Carter Siegel. Number 15, senior McCain Finkenbein. Number 35, junior Hayden Hulskamp. And number 51, senior Grant Albers.
And for Fort Loramie, you've got their star player, number 11, Caleb Maurer. Dude is an absolute beast. We got number 21, Ty Ruenkamp. Number 23, Logan Eilerman. Number 33, Aiden Werman. And number 44, Isaac Ratterman. So both sides return their number 1 guys from last year. Maurer for Fort Loramie, dangerous at all levels of this floor. Finkenbein for Anna, lights out shooter, dude can fill it up. I do believe I saw a note that he had a 46-point game on Indian Lake not too long ago. So certainly can fill it up, and Maurer has that same sort of capability.
Yeah, Maurer is definitely, when he's healthy, he can be one of the best players in the Shelby County League. Finkenbein, like you said, his ability to score from multiple levels is what's most impressive. If you leave him too open on that perimeter, he's going to get shots up on you and make you pay. He can beat you off the drive. I mean, he doesn't look like the most strong player at times, but he just plays so tough. It just goes back to that how the Shelby County League plays their basketball, Seth.
Yes, indeed. So we're certainly going to have a battle here. A lot of both teams graduated some players from last year that they're definitely going to miss. The other Grant Albers for Fort Loramie was a lot of their size and motor. He departed after last year, so I'll be interested to see how they replace his size, his motor. Certainly going to be a question mark there. And for Anna, I think it was Masteller last year, correct?
Masteller, Masteller, Finkenbein, and they had another guy I'm drawing a blank on. But, yeah, they had about a 3-headed monster they were able to use. And, again, that went back to why they were able to put up damn near 80 points per game for Anna when they were playing in the season.
Yeah. So we certainly got a battle here with some teams that have some more unknown faces. Only a couple of guys on either side of the ball tonight that saw significant minutes last year. So it'll be a good look at either of these teams to see just how dangerous, if they've got that little something extra that can grow as the season goes on, see if they'll be dangerous come tournament time. But for now, we are ready for tip here, and we're just about to get underway here from Fort Loramie High School. As Hulskamp and it looked like Eilerman took that tip, and Loramie comes away with the tip. So we are rolling here at Fort Loramie. Anna coming out looking like they're in pretty much man-to-man here, Tony, yes?
Yeah, man-to-man to start this game out.
Loramie really just moving the ball around the perimeter, kind of probing right now. They rotate the ball all the way left to right. Baseline shot by number 21, Ty Ruenkamp. Was a little long, rebounded there nicely by Anna as Finkenbein now brings the ball up the other way. Loramie also looks like they're going man. I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of zone or anything fancy tonight, Tony.
Not Shelby County basketball, a lot of fundamental defensive man-to-man basketball. Like I said, you're not going to see a lot of zone at all. Maybe some full court pressure, but that's about it.
Definitely. Finkenbein drives on the right side, kicks to the corner. Kind of a dive for the ball as Loramie comes up with it. Maurer's heading down the other way. He pulls up from the left elbow. Misses off the back right iron, but they get the offensive rebound. Ruenkamp gets a shot from the right corner. 3-ball, Fort Loramie up 3 here early.
Quick turnover there by Finkenbein right after that.
Comes down the other way, and I do believe 33, Aiden Werman gets a tough bucket and one to fall. Is worried about the 6:50 mark here. Loramie's headed to the line here. 5-0 start here as they got a free throw coming up.
5-point swing we talked about in the pregame. You got to control the glass. Loramie got a good offensive rebound on that set up that opening 3. Got to box out for the end if they're going to have a chance in this one.
Absolutely, and Werman gets the bucket to go. So it is 6-0 Loramie here in the early going. Anna's certainly going to need to settle into this moving forward here, Tony. Finkenbein drives, nice little crossover, almost dropped his guy, drives the lane left side.
Too much.
Finger roll, too much, didn't really get it off the glass right. Loramie comes the other way with some nice transition offense. Great right to left pass there as Ruinkamp, again, I believe, gets another bucket there. 21, Ty Ruinkamp from Loramie has 5 of their first 8 now.
Beautiful ball movement to set that up. Like you said, 2 or 3 straight passes from side to set that up.
And the other Grant Albers tries a right-handed look in the lane that misses off to the right as Loramie now is moving faster in transition than they have in most years. Number 23, Logan Eilerman gets a tough bucket inside, and Loramie is up 10-0. And Anna grabs a quick timeout here, trying to get everything under control as we are right at 6 minutes to go here in the first. 10-0 run by Loramie to start the game, Tony.
Yeah, and it's a little bit of a surprise. Loramie was the one that's starting out fast. Usually we thought Anna would be the one that would be coming out quickly just to their style of play. So definitely liking that Loramie's pushing the pace. Would not be surprised to see Anna just kind of slow it down even more here. Just do not give the Redskins an opportunity to really get into a groove anymore because, 10 straight points right off the bat is not a good start.
Well, and a lot of those were in transition. You had the one corner 3, but the rest of it was mainly in the transition game where Anna had a shot that goes off, and they just get the rebound and push the pace so quick. Really good ball movement moving up. Didn't see a lot of dribbling in transition. It was long pass, backdoor cut, bucket.
That's fundamental. Again, this goes back to the beginning of the conversation there, Seth. Fundamental basketball. That's what wins basketball games up here in Shelby County, and Loramie doing that right off the bat.
Yes, indeed. So we'll get ready to reset here. With Anna again in a 10-0 deficit here in the early goings. I'm looking for Anna to try to slow the pace down a little bit here, not get 2 out, and you get a quick foul up top. Not a great foul there by number 44, Isaac Ratterman. Way out near midcourt, picks up just a bump on Finkenbein, Tony.
Yeah, not sure if that was just to kind of let him know that he's there or if it was just an aggressive play there. But, yeah, no reason to pick up a foul at the volleyball line. Finkenbein's not going to beat you from back there. It's more when he gets downhill on the dribble drive.
Absolutely. So Anna inbounds into the backcourt as Finkenbein crosses half court here, showing some really nice handles that he hadn't displayed. Gets a beautiful finger roll on the drive, doing it all himself as Anna finally gets on the board here. To stymie that run to start the game by Loramie. And I think you saw a little bit there as Finkenbein drove. Anna got back in transition much better that time. Maurer puts it on the ground to the left, makes a move, gets in tight but misses long. Kind of battle for the rebound there, but Anna comes out. They're pushing the pace now. Gets picked off at half court though by Loramie, so they're moving in transition here. Ball makes it to the left corner. 21's going to take another 3. It's way long. Clean air ball rebound. And Anna throws the ball away as Hayden Huelskamp, I think, was looking to get the ball to Finkenbein there. Just throws it off the big guy, Albers, right into Coach Borst's hands, and he does not look happy.
That's
Tony.
3 turnovers there in these first 3 minutes. And it's silly turnovers and poor passes. You got to get a little crisper going here, Seth.
Definitely, Tony. And we've got... they just really got to clean it up. It'll be interesting to see how they handle this moving forward here. If Anna can clean it up, otherwise, Loramie's going to have their way with these guys here if they don't get something figured out here soon.
Loramie's slowing it down here in the half court. Not surprised. They've always known to do that when the up tempo's not working to just run their sets. Looks like they're doing that pretty well right now, going side to side.
Yeah, got some high on-ball screens here. Trying to free up Maurer, not quite successful, but they're going to be patient. Anna doing a really good job on the defensive end. They kind of knock the ball free. It goes off of Eilerman's leg, and Anna gets a very much-needed turnover here. Got to try to get some momentum going their way, Tony.
That's a big mental win there after those 3 turnovers start the game off.
Definitely. So Finkenbein's going to bring the ball back over half court here. Definitely going to be their main ball handler. He cradles, drives the lane. Another right-handed finger roll there by McCain Finkenbein as he has the first 4 here tonight for Anna.
Very contested shot, I will say that. We know he's able to do that, but that was a very, very contested shot there in the paint.
Had another contested shot there by Eilerman for Loramie that misses. As Finkenbein again just attacks with ruthless abandon down the lane. He does get fouled that time, so foul on the floor there. So they will take the ball side out here, baseline inbound here. Ambrose will inbound the ball here. About a little more than 3.5 to play here, Tony. Beautiful inbounds as Ambrose throws it up. Sort of an alley-oop looking play there. Finkenbein just kind of picked it out of the air and threw it up, got fouled and won. He's going to head to the line. McCain Finkenbein showing it all here early and in ways that he didn't in years past, Tony.
Yeah, this is kind of what his role was in the past, not having to be that primary scorer. And I got to say, Anna turning the table here, 7 straight points to cut this deficit down to 5. That's exactly what you're going to expect, a lot of back and forth action this game.
Yes, indeed. And Finkenbein, again, I think his role, they had slashers in years past to where he didn't have to be that dribble drive attack guy and was more of a shooter. Definitely showing that he's expanded his game much more as Maurer is fouled on the other end. Looks like they're going to give him the shooting foul as he'll head to the line. Caleb Maurer will head to the line for Loramie here. Looking, and they've got some scoreboard issues going on here. They had Loramie up at 11.
I think they added a point there. They weren't supposed to. Now the score is correct at 11-7.
Yeah.
Maurer at the free throw line. We talked about it in the pregame. He's got to really have a big role tonight. When he's able to play, he's one of the best players and shooters in this conference. He's had a few looks tonight so far. Obviously, he's been a little more of a pass first than shooting yet, which is not a bad thing to start this game off.
Yep, and for Anna, it's been one man doing it all as he crosses over with a long three that hits the back iron, kicks off. Scrum for the rebound here. Loramie comes up with it as Maurer looks the other way, pushes the ball ahead, up. And we get a nice block there on a transition attempt there by Loramie. They get the rebound, though, go right back to work. Another shot, just kind of a wild shot that Anna comes down with the rebound. Finkenbein tries to push it in transition and throws it away. He looks a little frustrated after that one.
That's his 3rd turnover, and really, I don't know if it's totally his fault on some of these. Some of these passes, he's just looking for the long ball, and his teammates just aren't ready for it. I mean, it's almost like they're not expecting these long passes to come. You got to be ready at all times, Seth. You cannot really afford against Loramie to have this many turnovers in the first quarter alone.
No, definitely not, Tony. So it'll be interesting to see if they're able to gain their composure a little bit as Maurer's going to look to drive on Ambrose here and then just work the ball around a little bit, be a little more patient. But Maurer's going to pull a 3 from the left wing, hits front iron, comes up short. Finkenbein with a nice rebound in traffic there. The Mr. Do-It-All man for Anna tonight, at least in the early goings, Tony. And Anna now just kind of patiently playing with a little more patience here in the half-court set than they have been. I want to see if they can get a little bit more methodical as now Loramie is looking to blanket Finkenbein and deny him the ball. Maurer picks off a pass here for Loramie, headed the other way with a spin. Left-handed attempt.
Left it short there.
Kind of hits the cradle in between the backboard and the rim there, and just kind of got rim stuffed on that one on the left side.
Yeah, that's Maurer's still getting into a groove here. He's 0 for 5 to start this game off. He's missed a couple of shots. He'll get into a groove here eventually. But going back to your point right before in that last possession for Anna, yeah, I would like to see the Rockets do a little differently. It looks like they got Zach Ambrose bringing the ball up now over Finkenbein. Should probably just kind of open up some opportunities for him to work on the wings. Yeah,
but I'll be interested to see if they keep that up, because that may allow Loramie to defend him a little bit better. As Finkenbein found Ambrose in the corner for an attempt, it was off. Loramie's now coming the other way, looking to push the pace. They decide to settle it down and look to run their half-court set this time down the floor as we get a drive from the right-hand side. Kick out to the left wing. 3 comes up short. Rebound by Finkenbein, and he looks like he's okay to settle it down, but then pushes the pass up ahead. Here as Anna is probing around, trying to see what they can find. High ball screen out top there by Albers to try to free someone up. Ambrose looks for a cutting Finkenbein on the back door.
Contested pass.
Very well defended. They saw that coming from a mile away, and Loramie's coming the other way here quick. You're going to have what looks like a free corner three. Oh, nope, decides to pull it down. Probably pretty wisely there, Tony.
Good decision making there. No reason to force that shot. Let's work the offense a little more, tire Anna out a little bit. Great play there by Zach Ambos defensively.
Diving on the floor, we'd love to see it. We're going to get a mid-range jumper here from number 35, Lane Frilling from Loramie, as he comes off the bench and gets his first points of the game. He's a kid that's got some size, Tony, for Loramie. At least in terms of size in the SCAL.
And some experience, too. He's one of only 3 Letterman returners for the Redskins. You need that type of experience, because you got to be physical on the glass in the Shelby County League, especially when you're going to be playing Jackson Center's bigs and Jacob Plyman from Botkins later this season.
Anna moves the ball left to right from one side to the other. We get a nice 3 here.
Bryce Cobb hit that one.
By Bryce Cobb coming off the bench for Anna. Very good ball movement led to the easy bucket there. Got about 6 seconds left as Mauer's handling it. They move the ball all the way to the corner. Shot for 3 as the clock expires, and it's good. And it's good. Loramie, number 34. Ryan, I think it's Holscher gets a 3 at the buzzer here as Loramie's going to take a 17-10 lead here at the end of the first. In a 17-10 quarter, that's not bad for some SCAL basketball, Tony.
I was expecting that JV game was a 31-30 final score. I was expecting a little bit of the same here. But Fort Loramie, like you said, really pushing the pace to start this game off, and it paid off with that 10-0 run to start the game. Anna did a much better job settling in after that. Finkenbein, he got those easy buckets to start off. Well, I say easy, but really wasn't that easy. He's going to continue to do that, and I do think Anna's going to do a lot more, have him playing off the ball just to give him those opportunities, because when he has room to work, he really can score. But Corey Britton from Fort Loramie probably telling his guys right now, hey, we got to make sure we know where he's at. That was one of our keys to start this game off. You cannot let Finkenbein have any space to work. You give him even a little bit, he's going to be able to find the bucket. So we'll see if he maybe tightens some things up. Wouldn't be surprised to see some maybe double teams coming and some traps on him. Just make someone else besides Finkenbein beat you, because right now he's got 7 of the 10 points.
He's got 7 of the 10, and just towards the very end there, got some help off the bench there by Bryce Cobb. So nice to see Anna going to their bench. Cobb's coming back out to start the second quarter. In years past, you see a lot of Anna running, starting 5 and not going super deep into the bench. But then again, you get a turnover right at the start of the quarter on the inbounds from Anna, and Loramie goes right back to work with their 7-point lead here in the early going.
It's the little things. Anna's shooting themselves in the foot here. I mean, the little turnover, especially coming out of a end of a quarter timeout, you should not be turning the ball over that easy.
No, definitely not. And as the game goes on, if those don't get cleaned up, those are going to be the difference makers here, because then Loramie's going to slow this game down. They're going to say, we're happy with our 7-point lead and going to look to eat some clock, get a lot more patient. But right now they're still firing on all cylinders. They did have a 3-go long. Huge rebound there inside offensively. Looked like it could have been a little over the back, but no whistle, so we'll play on.
Regardless, another great offensive rebound. That's, I think, the 4th one this half so far.
And that's another big key statistic here that's kept Loramie in control early. As Mauer's kind of fiddling around, trying to find something, ends up kind of bailing out on a pass to the top of the key. As Loramie's just being really patient. Get a nice cut from the top of the right wing here by Aiden Werman there, number 33, as he gets the bucket to go for Loramie on a very contested shot as well, Tony.
Yeah, good ball movement to open that up. But, yeah, like you said, very contested, good passer by Finkenbein.
Anna tries to go down low to Albers, big number 51. He gets fouled on his attempt. So we will have 2 shots from the line coming up here for Anna.
That's the other thing I'm looking to see with McCain Finkenbein here this half, Seth, is as Fort Loramie continues to take his shot opportunities away, will he be able to find those teammates? That time Albers was open on that block as Finkenbein drove and drew the double team there. Can he continue to do that? Because if these guys can connect on their shots as Finkenbein sets them up, that's going to help a lot. That ball movement and opening up other guys, it's exactly what they're going to need.
Definitely, and interesting to note as we see 44 there taking a seat for Loramie. Isaac Rederman picked up his 2nd foul already here pretty early, as Albers is going to go 1 of 2 at the line there, so he missed the back end of those 2 shots there. So Loramie still leads 19-11. And again, Anna's just going to need to get some scoring output from someone other than Finkenbein to stay in this game for much longer. Loramie, again, just being very patient and methodical in how they go about it. You're just seeing ball screen handoffs, fake ball screen handoffs that then lead to drives. Our big number 35 off the bench, Lane Frilling, with another sweet bucket there for Loramie. Kind of faked the little ball screen handoff and then just kept it himself all the way to the rack, Tony.
And I got to say, watching this and then make that nice offensive play and then comes on the defensive end there, gets a good step-up hedge on Finkenbein, keeping him from getting an open driving range there.
Loramie just contesting seemingly every shot here. Anna's gotten a couple drives here inside the key, and they try to go up and just get absolutely blanketed by the Loramie defense. Didn't see who got that shot up there, but there were 3, I think, Redskins around the ball there. Frilling tries to go to work with a little baby sky hook in the lane, catches the front end as Finkenbein brings the ball back the other way for Anna. He's going to have to get back to that attacking mentality here, because it looks like their half-court set is just not getting it done, Tony.
No, and especially with Caleb Maurer and Isaac Rotterman on the bench right now, this would be the perfect time to go ahead and start attacking when you got 2 starters sitting. We'll see, though. It looks like Anna being very patient like we talked about there at the end of that quarter.
Yep, and they got a nice little backdoor kind of cut by Ambos, but he doesn't look to attack. Hulscamp's going to try, but loses control just as he looked like he split the defenders there. Goes off his knee, so the ball is going to go back the other way to Loramie here.
Anna's got to finish these possessions. I mean, that was great ball movement and a great drive, and then just to turn it over right before the shot goes up. You cannot keep shooting yourself in the foot. It looks like Anna may be running a 1-2-2 full court press here, trying to maybe speed things up or throw Loramie off.
Yeah, I don't know that speeding this up is the right move here by Anna, though, because when this game was moving fast right after tip, Loramie went on that 10-0 run. I just don't think that's going to work. And just as we call it out, they make a nice move, find a back door wide open. Was number 21, Ruencamp. Finkenbein tried to make a nice recovery play and deflect it from behind, but catches skin. So Ruencamp will head to the line for 2.
I have to say, we're sitting behind WOSN as they're doing a broadcast here, and they just showed the replay. It looked like, I don't know, Finkenbein maybe would have got that block. I don't know how much skin he got there, Seth. That was a great play by him.
They say ball don't lie.
Yeah.
Ruencamp misses the front end of the 2. We'll see if he can get the second here. He does get the second one to fall. So we'll call it a little bit of both on that, I guess.
Regardless, great defensive play there by Finkenbein.
Yeah, no easy buckets. He takes a foul there, a nice hard foul. Ends up giving up 1, and then comes back the other end, gets back to attacking. Another right-handed finger roll in the lane through contested traffic. Finkenbein down with 9 of Anna's 13 points, Tony.
Yeah, again, we talked about it. He's the primary scorer, primary ball handler. He's showing it. Good to see him get back on the aggressiveness on the drive on that last possession there.
Yep, so Frilling's going to look to drive, pulls up kind of baseline, is off. Get a backside slap rebound by Eilerman, the 5th one for Loramie in this first half.
There's 6.
Would have been 6, but they did whistle a foul on what I think they're calling over the back on 21 Ty Ruencamp. It looked a little close, but in any case, it's not the 6th offensive rebound, or what we think is the 6th. We'll stick with 5, and Anna's going to come back the other way.
Well, regardless, though, the fact that Loramie has gotten that many offensive or potential offensive rebounds this half is going back to the key to the game. Anna's struggling to keep him off the glass as Finkenbein attacks the rim there. Another really good finish, but another contested one. Starting to get a little bit of groove here, Seth.
Yeah, definitely, Tony.
Maurer's got it at the top here. Loramie just looking to move the ball at this point from the wings. Gets it down to Frilling down on the block. Squares up. Nice pass. Great cut there by Aiden Werman. And he gets fouled going up for the shot.
Yep, thanks for covering me there, Tony. I was trying to get this play clock in order. I'm trying something new with the scoreboard here tonight. But it does have its kinks and its quirks here and there. but we'll get it figured out one way or the other, Tony.
Shout out to Seth for getting that set up for us tonight to make it easy for our viewers to be able to see the score tonight in this high-scoring Shelby County League game.
We do our best, Tony. That's all I can say.
Ruincamp's got the ball up top, does a dribble handoff there to, looks like, Werman to Maurer. Maurer with the 3 at the top, and he's going to get going finally after missing his first 5 shots. Maurer finally on the board. I'm sorry, he's got 5 points now on the game. Looking up at the scoreboard, Seth, Loramie has a good spread on that offensive. I see a couple guys with 6 and 5 points. Complete opposite from Anna, who is getting it all from Finkenbein, who makes a pass to Zach Ambos in the corner, hits a 3 for the Rockets. Again, great ball movement by the Rockets. Finkenbein with a good skip pass to that corner, and Ambos there ready to shoot. He's got 2 threes in this half. Really stepping up for the Rockets here. The corner again for Loramie. Loramie counters with another 3 themselves. Logan Eilerman with a 3. We're going back-to-back, and it's going to be a timeout by the Redskins here, 28-18, as Fort Loramie and Anna going back and forth with the 3-point shooting here. We're going to have to take a break ourselves here for a second after all of that, aren't we, Seth?
Yeah, I think we'll take a quick pause here, Tony. All right, and so we're back after that quick timeout. As Anna's going to look to try to get this thing under double digits here before the second half, or before the second quarter ends here. Finkenbein drives again, right-handed lane, finger roll from the lane. Just beautiful work there by McCain Finkenbein to cut this now under 10 points here, as we got an 8-point game here with just about 2 minutes left. Caleb Maurer's going to try and see if he's got the hot hand. It goes in and out and rebounded by Hewell's Campus. Anna's going to try to push the pace. They get a wide open bucket on the other end by number 25, Chase Murray. And Anna now cuts this lead down to 6, 28-22, Tony.
Good 5-point run, or 5-0 run there for the Rockets. It's exactly what you need, little bursts like that. Loramie probably going to slow it down this half, maybe hold for the last shot, and potentially with only being a minute 30 left.
Yeah, I don't know that they're going to hold it that long, as they're going to look to drive and attack. You get a wide open 3 by Frilling here from the left wing that is off, rebounded by Anna. So they've got a chance to cut this down to, roughly a 4-point game here if they can get a bucket here. But Finkenbein once more, he's taking a long 3 that's long off the back iron. Kind of an ill-advised shot there, Tony. I would have liked to have seen them be a little more patient there instead of a long 3.
Only burned about 15 seconds off the clock. And again, you don't need to hold for the last shot yourselves, but yeah, work it a little bit. Don't settle for the first shot you get, and especially from that range.
He is certainly capable of making those, but just not really the shot that I think Coach wants him taken in that situation there. Because now it does look like Loramie's going to slow it down with about 45 seconds left. As they're kind of holding the ball out towards half court here, just kind of playing keep away. I would be surprised to see them take a shot with more than 15 seconds left, Tony.
Anna's got to be a little bit careful. They are bringing that pressure up to half court. It's going to open up some backdoor opportunities. Anna face guarding Maurer. Zach Ambos with a good defensive play there on Maurer, but they're going to keep trying to do that, it looks like.
Well, and Loramie is going to take a shot at about the 15-second mark. It was a corner 3 that is just absolutely airballed again. So now Anna will look for the last shot of the game. About 7 seconds to go here as Finkenbein shakes, takes a step back 3, and it is off the iron right as half expires. And the Fort Loramie Redskins will take a 6-point lead into half here as they lead 28-22, Tony.
Yeah, not very happy with those last 2 shots by Finkenbein. Definitely forced shots. We know he's going to be that primary guy, but you got to give yourself better opportunity. He's got 13 points already. You know he's going to score even more this half, but he's got to be a little smart on this in his decision second half.
Yeah, he definitely does. Both of those threes there that Finkenbein took. The last one, he looked like he had a little bit more time than he took. He kind of got down there, put a couple moves on his guy, and stepped back and pulled it. Definitely had a little bit more time than I think he thought. Certainly because after the rebound, there was still 2.5 seconds left that Loramie just kind of held the ball for there instead of getting super aggressive, throwing up a half-court shot or something like that. But certainly an interesting half, Tony. We'll take a little pause here, and we'll be back here shortly, and we'll get some keys to the second half moving forward. All right, guys, so we are back here as we look to get the second half underway. Again, we got a 6-point game here, which is definitely closer than it was at some points, as Loramie started that first half out on what was a 10-0 run to start the game before Anna kind of settled in and McCain Finkenbein really got going, attacking very aggressively, mainly down the right-hand side, just beating his guy out top. Fighting through traffic and getting to the rim in the lane with some nice finger rolls. And for Loramie, it was really very much a team aspect. You got points spread out all over the place. Caleb Maurer has 5. Ty Ruenkamp has 6. Logan Eilerman has 5. Aiden Werman has 5. So you got 4 starters out there for Loramie, all at 5 and 6 points. And then you take a look on the other side of the ball, you've got Anna, and Finkenbein has 13 of the 22. So a little bit of a different attack plan here, Tony, as we kind of look at the breakdown between where the scoring came from for both teams.
Yeah, I mean, I was happy to see that second quarter, and Finkenbein looked to move the ball a little bit more. Like I said, Zach Ambos got a couple threes off. He's sitting at, well, I should say he got a threes up. He only hit 1. He's got 3 points right now. You got to move the ball around, though. You got to get more guys involved if you're going to win this game. You know, Fort Loramie, I thought they did a pretty good job of knowing where Finkenbein was. I don't think they did as great of a job there defending it, just because he got so many easy looks at the rim. It just seemed like he needed to make a move or two at the top, and he was getting by pretty quickly, so I'm sure Coach Britton fixed that in the locker room.
Yeah, because he definitely, he was beating his guy, but there wasn't a lot of help that was coming fast enough. Off ball, I think Anna got themselves in a world of hurt when they had Ambrose bring the ball up and tried to have Finkenbein off the ball, because it gave the guy guarding Finkenbein the ability to face guard and kind of deny him the ball a little bit.
Absolutely, and I think to that point, too, to take a further point, the other thing that shot Anna in the foot this game, Seth, they are not doing a great job on the glass. 5 offensive rebounds for Loramie in that first half. They just were looking like they were doing it pretty easy. We got to see a little bit better control on the rebounds. You can't let Loramie get these opportunities, because that's a big reason why they're behind right now. Loramie did get a couple of buckets off those offensive boards.
Well, and turnovers. I think I just did see a statistic here. We've got Anna has 9 turnovers to Loramie's 2.
That's
so seven turnover difference there. And I know Loramie got a lot of points off of those 9 turnovers there. So certainly something to look at here. See if Anna can clean it up and help close this gap a little bit more than they did towards the end of that half. As we get second half started here, we get an attempt kind of inside early by Logan Eilerman that misses, and Finkenbein will come the other way. He throws a dart pass to the left corner to Ambos, and he is long too. Man, every 3-point shot from that left-hand corner here on this side of the gym has been airballed by both teams now.
Not sure, but great great job there to get an offensive rebound, even though Anna didn't turn the ball
Ty
over.
Ruenkamp picks off a pass, corrals it, gets it back, and gets a nice roll-in lay at the other end to get the second half started here for Loramie as they push that lead out to 8.
Well, Seth, they're doing exactly what you talked about. They are having Ambos bring the ball up, and you can definitely tell Loramie they have got, it looks like, Logan Eilerman face guarding Finkenbein here, trying to keep him from getting any opportunities.
Yeah, and it looked like it switched there for a minute to Wireman. Number 33 was the one. But they're probably switching that a little bit more because, again, I think they're going to dare Anna here to beat them with someone other than Finkenbein. At least I would if I was Coach Britton. We'll see if that actually plays out or not. But Loramie's going to look to go back to work here again with that lead, showing a little more patience here in the half court. Not attacking super aggressively, just kind of poking and prodding here. Caleb Mauer's going to look to make something happen as he spins in the lane. Does get the ball taken away as Finkenbein now brings the ball back the other way for Anna. He drives, kicks it out to the corner for a 3 on the right wing that is up and off. It is Huelskamp tried to corral that rebound but throws it right to Loramie. Loramie comes the other way in transition. Nice drive there by Werman, but that shot is off as well. And Anna coming back the other way, kind of back and forth. Nice little Euro step in the lane there by McCain Finkenbein. he gets another bucket here as he's now has 15 of 24 for Anna, Tony.
A little bit back and forth there, but, Anna, right before he got that bucket, I got to say 2 turnovers to start the half. It's not what they wanted to come out with, not a clean start, but lucky they're only down 6 still right now, about almost halfway through this quarter.
Yeah, certainly. And Caleb Mauer's going to pull from the right wing. It catches the front iron, and McCain Finkenbein is fouled on the ensuing rebound. Looks like 23-1. Ty Ruenkamp will pick up that foul. I do believe that was only his first or second there.
That was on Ratterman. That was his 3rd foul, looks like.
That was on Ratterman.
That was on Ratterman there, yeah. So he's got 3 fouls. He just came out, it looks like.
He did, and it was. So good looking out there, Tony. Covering my behind there for just a little bit. But Anna will look back to go to work as, oh my goodness, Finkenbein drove kind of to the middle there from the left side. Kind of a wild, heavily contested shot that was off. Loramie gathers the rebound, comes back the other way. Again, looking to attack a bit in transition, but not there, so they turn around, slow it down, look to be a little more methodical. Tried to catch a nice cutting. Wehrman there was Mauer. It looks like he threw it just a little too hard, too hot to handle. So turnover, Loramie, it's going to come the other way.
Yeah, Mauer being the quarterback on that football team, a little too strong of a pass there. Trying to get a tight window, though, as Anna had a little bit of that help side defense there.
That thing had a little bit of mustard on it. Finkenbein splits a double team, kicks it to the right corner for Ambos. It catches the front iron, but he gets his own rebound as he follows it. Tries a little runner on the right baseline that comes up well short. Loramie gets a nice clean rebound. They're out in transition here. As they move the ball down to the left baseline, we'll swing it back out towards the wing. And look to reset, kind of set up some sort of half-court set here. Little on-ball screen. Goes back door to the corner. Frilling's going to fake a 3, drive middle, try to work on his guy. That doesn't work. And a couple different guys tried a little something here and there, but they back the ball out to the top of the key and reset. We'll see how that goes. Frilling drives baseline. We get a block down low on Chase Murray. Who's off the bench, number 25 for Anna. So Loramie will inbound the ball on the baseline there, Tony.
And it looks like Loramie bringing in Darren Eilerman, his first appearance in this game as well. So him and Murray both making their first appearance. I don't recall them coming in that first half. Big 3 there by Ty Ruenkamp. Finkenbein's bringing the ball up for the Rockets. Between the legs, he's kind of ISO, pulls up a 3 from college range. He's going to miss it long.
He's taken a couple of those. He's taken about 3 of those now, Tony, of those long 3s that are just hurting him. Something fierce as he's looking to get things going.
He's settling for that shot. I don't know why. I mean, the help side defense wasn't really there on that possession. It looked like, he was just doing some ISO and, make a move or 2. You've shown you can do it. Try to get to the rim. Draw a foul or something. No reason to pull up from college range when you're down 9 points right now.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's just frustration on his part, Tony, or what that may be, and not being able to get those looks, trying to just take what he sees as a free look, but certainly would like to see him get a little bit better with his shot selection. Certainly capable shooter, though, from that range, as we've seen evidenced in the past. So again, Loramie's kind of settling into this 9-point lead here, a little over halfway through this third quarter here, as we get a drive to the lane by number 34, Ryan Holschler for Loramie. He gets fouled on the attempt, so he will head to the line here as Loramie's going to look to extend this lead back up to double digits here.
This was something we talked about in the pregame. Anna in the past always been a guard-heavy team, and this year they definitely look like they've got guards, but using some of their bigs in between Hayden Hulskamp and Grant Albers. And I have to say, it's been a little bit of a struggle. You can tell it looks like it might be a little bit of a different format than what Anna's used to, using a big man instead of the guards. A lot of a lot of kind of foolish fouls, I would say, or aggressive fouls that Anna's been putting Loramie on the line. 3 fouls already this quarter for Anna.
Yeah, and as Holscher makes the first of 2 free throws, he sinks the first one. Anna and Coach Barhorst take a timeout to try to reset here. Certainly think that he's trying to rein his guys in here, try to come up with some other adjustment here as this lead's been pushed back out to at least the minimum number required for a double-digit lead at the exact magic number 10. But seeing what they can try to do to cut back into this, Tony.
If Anna's going to make a run, it has to be right now, Seth. You cannot afford to wait till that fourth quarter. With Loramie slowing it down the way they are, you have to really get it going now. I don't know what you do. If you try to set some ball screens for Finkenbein, give them an opportunity to try to attack a little bit. I don't know, but you got to do something a little bit different this quarter.
Yeah, definitely. So we got out of the timeout now. We'll have one more shot here for Ryan Holschler to see if he can make the Loramie lead 11 or if it will stay at just 10. Shot is up, and it is good. So Loramie extends their lead to 11 here. As we got about 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter, Finkenbein for Anna is going to cross half court. And I would hope to see him look to attack, but he hands off to Ambos. Ambos is going to move it back to him. He's going to look to drive. Finkenbein's going to look to drive. Gets all the way down. Looked like he was going to try a left-handed shot. Last second kind of cradled it back to his right hand and threw up a wild shot there. Luckily, he had Hayden Huelskamp down low with him fighting down there, and they managed to get the rebound off of that. And then Loramie kind of had a cheap foul there. Not one that they want to pick up in that situation. So Anna's going to be able to inbound the ball from the baseline. I
don't know if Loramie switched on that last possession, but they had Ryan Holster guarding Finkenbein on that possession. And they still have him on this possession, too. Finkenbein a little bit quicker than him. I'm a little bit surprised.
He heads to the lane, kind of stops and pops and gets fouled on the attempt. So he will head to the line for 2 shots now.
That's twice now he's gotten in the paint, at least, with Holster on him. I'm a little bit surprised they got him guarding him. Again, like I was saying, Finkenbein a lot quicker than him, and the fact that he's been getting those open looks all game, he's got to do something a little bit better.
And Finkenbein misses the first of 2. So, again, normally a pretty good shooter there in McCain Finkenbein. He's gotten it done off the dribble drive. He hasn't made a lot of knockdown shots tonight, which seems different from the Finkenbein we've seen in the past. And the second one also goes in and out. So a missed opportunity there by McCain Finkenbein. So he goes 0 for 2. He goes 0 for 2 from the line, unfortunately. It looks like we ended up with a bottle cap that was thrown from the opposite stands. So we had a quick delay here. But Loramie will inbound, side out to the backcourt. And again, I think they're going to look to really slow this down, Tony.
Yeah, they've been doing it this entire quarter. I expect it again on this possession. They're looking for the dribble handoffs. Nothing. Don't force anything. Use your ball screens like they did there. Run some clock if you can, a minute to minute and a half if you're able to.
So Loramie will move the ball around very patiently, just kind of swinging the ball from side to side, looking for that opening, looking for a backdoor cut. Seeing what they can create with these ball screen handoff type movements here. Maybe trying to frustrate Anna into overextending until something opens. Maurer makes a nice cut on a pass from Frilling, but cannot not get the shot to go. Ambos corrals the rebound and is just absolutely thrown all over there for a while. Didn't ever look like he could really control that there. No foul was called. Ball popped loose. Guys were diving on the floor, and I think they called that the Anna player dove on the ball but was also out of bounds, so it's going to be Loramie ball.
That is not what they did. They actually called a foul.
They called a foul.
They called a foul. That's what Coach Barhorst is frustrated. He's talking to the referee right now. I'm not sure who that was.
Out of anyone, I would not have expected a foul to be called on Anna there.
No, that was 2 guys diving for the ball. I'm not really sure what the foul was on that, but that's a little above my pay grade, Seth.
We'll leave that one to the guys on the court. As we get the always popular student section cheering on the guy wiping up the sweat on the floor. Love to see it.
Shout out Tyrone Camp doing that for the Redskins here.
Getting on the ground, doing the hard work. So Loramie's going to inbound the ball here. Just under 2 minutes to play in the third. They're trying to both teams doing a lot of these ball screen handoff. Just trying to get guys moving. Trying to see what they can come up with. Ooh, and another foul there by Anna off of Loramie player. He had in a bad position there looking for something, but just throws a hip check into him. And Finkenbein will pick up a foul. It's only his second, though.
Seth, I believe Loramie, when we started talking on this possession, it was about 3:20 on the clock, and we're now at 1:36. So that just tells you how much time they've run. They've almost run 2 minutes of clock just on this possession with 2 Anna fouls.
And some of that was off of the mishandled rebound by Ambos. But Mauer's going to look to attack now for Loramie. Kicks it to the corner, but number 32, Darren Eilerman, very patient. Doesn't take a bad shot. We get a beautiful drive there, up and under. Lay attempt is off. Rebound looks like he gets tied up. His bodies go flying to the floor. Jump ball is called, so Anna will end up with the possession there. Not quite sure what I saw there, Tony.
I'm not sure either.
It's a very quick jump ball call, if I might say. And that was just looking off of a replay down here from the screen in front of us. But in any case, Anna's going to bring the ball up. They got to look to make a move here as their deficit is 11. And right on cue, Finkenbein beats his defender. Another right-handed move to the lane. Finishes with the right hand as McCain Finkenbein is trying to do everything he can. He's got 17 of the 26 for Anna now.
Got to be careful. He's getting a little using his hands a little too much there on the volleyball line defending. He's got 2 fouls already. Can't really afford to pick up a third one here.
Yeah, you could pick it up. We're getting ready to head to the fourth. Might as well be aggressive.
Missed a travel there.
You can't take him home with you, Tony. Crowd getting into it as it looks like, a little bit of a travel might have been missed there by the officials, but we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. As Anna's trying to put some more pressure on Loramie, as Loramie's just run and clock here till they get a drive to the baseline. Up and in, we get an and one. Number 21, Ty Ruenkamp, with a grown man move on the baseline. He does look like he's coming up a little gimpy on his left leg. Left leg, right? Yeah, left leg. But a beautiful move there by Ruenkamp, going up strong. Kudos to him, walks it off, heads to the line. Going to try to clean up this and one for Loramie. See if they can make this their biggest lead of the game, push it to 12.
Which they do.
And he does convert.
Oh, Finkenbein got thrown to the ground there. Looked like he was holding his knee for a second.
Not too happy about that, was he?
No.
Ruenkamp's going to check out here. I think he's going to get that ankle looked at maybe. Or maybe just give him a little bit of a breather here with 14 seconds left. And it is 14. We are trying to work with the clock here. We'll keep it as close to accurate as we can for you. More sweat on the floor that we got to mop up. Officials getting involved this time. We're doing play-by-play on the sweat cleanup.
It's great to be back, like I said.
That's what makes this fun. So Loramie does push this to their largest lead of the game, 12, which is not what Anna wanted headed to the fourth quarter here. Looking, and hopefully they can find something here before the clock. Get a 2-point bucket, get something going here to cut into this lead as we head. And Finkenbein's going to find a man in the corner. He pulls, catches the front iron as we finish the quarter. We did get a 3-quarter shot that went, but the buzzer was well off before he threw that up. Coach Britton was trying as much as he could, but I don't believe so. I'm going to take a look and see if we can't catch a replay here to see if that was good or not. Man, that was a heck of a shot, though.
I'm pretty sure that was about 2 seconds after the horn had went off when that shot went up. But you know what? That's all right. They're having fun. We're having fun here, Seth. As Loramie, like you said, the 12-point lead, their biggest of the half. And a little bit disappointing there that they only came away with 4 points that quarter. Yeah, they came away with 4 points that quarter. That is not what they were looking for in terms of, trying to come back into it, but credit a lot of that to Fort Loramie. Again, that second to last possession, they ran about 2 minutes of clock off, just moving their motion offense.
What, 10 to 4 quarter there, roughly?
10 to 4 quarter, yes. Yep, 10 to 4, exactly. You are dead on there, Seth. Good job, Mr. Statistician.
Woo! Fourth grade math. Let's go. Thank you, Mr. Pransky. I think addition and subtraction might have been before fourth grade, but, speed charts and all were fourth grade, so I'll attribute it to that.
All right.
I was a whiz at those.
Isaiah Shear, Jenny Knopf,
Oh.
Colton Bergman.
So, Tony, tell me here, as we get ready to start this fourth, what does Anna got to do to cut into this and cut into it quick?
I mean, you're gonna. I think at this point in the game, the fact that you got 6 fouls, maybe try to put Loramie on the free throw line every now and again if they're running that much clock off. You know, not every possession, but you're going to have to – I mean, you can't let Loramie run a minute and a half of clock. You're not going to have a shot. And then you got to get some ball screen action with Finkenbein, give him some chances to work. He did not get that many options, and, you know, you got to have the chance to do it if you're going to win this ball game. He's your best chance.
And they got to start doing something on the glass, too. Loramie got a shot up there along the baseline, and it didn't look like Loramie had a shot at that rebound. And all of a sudden, Frilling comes out of nowhere, rips that down. They do tie the ball up, though. Anna does tie the ball up and ends up with possession. So Anna will come the other way here. See what they can do. Finkenbein looks to heat up from Leak from about the volleyball line. McCain Finkenbein with a huge three that Anna desperately needed to try to cut back into this lead here that Loramie's got. And certainly I think we're going to see the defensive pressure get ratcheted up here quite a bit. But Frilling's going to get a wide open three of his own for Loramie. It hits the front iron, rolls long and off. Anna's coming the other way. Finkenbein looking to attack. He kind of faked a pull-up and tried to make a pass that was picked off by Maurer. Maurer's going to come the other way from Loramie. They're going to look to attack. They go right down to the baseline, get a tough bucket inside by Aiden Werman. Ought to get buckets and points right back for Loramie. Just Anna not getting back on D in time. Finkenbein looked to split a double team there. Turn the ball over. Caleb Maurer coming the other way. Finkenbein looked like he was going to contest it. Maurer just stays calm, cool, and collected, converts that bucket in transition. Caleb Maurer now with 7 for Loramie.
Just how quickly the Tides can turn. Anna cut it to single digits, and just like that, Rockets down again by double digits.
Finkenbein hits that big three, and you think, oh, well, you know, they start doing that, and then all of a sudden you get 4 quick points the other way. And the 12-point lead turns into 13. 12 down to 9, up to 13 now. So not what Anna wanted. Finkenbein still being very aggressive. Turned the ball over on the last possession. Tried it again here and was fouled, so Anna's going to inbound. Official having a little discussion here with Finkenbein and one of the Loramie players in their inbound line. Getting a little shovey, little too much physicality there on the inbound. And man, Anna's just looking for something on that inbound as Loramie was locking them up and they turned the ball over. But Loramie looked like they turned the ball over in transition there, and I guess they're calling that the ball was tipped by Anna there.
I think the referee's a little flustered right now on that possession. Barhorse was a little frustrated on that inbounds play. There was 2 Rockets I watched getting their jerseys pulled, so 2 missed calls there. And then because of that focus, one of the referees wasn't paying attention. Looks like the Loramie advanced the ball and it went off the referee's leg,
that
but
is
stayed
very unfortunate.
But stayed in bounds. And the referee is considered part of the field of play, so I'm surprised he blew that dead.
Well, but I think he was out of bounds, but it didn't look like an Anna player deflected that pass, which is what initially had me confused. In any case, Loramie's going to get the ball. They're going to go to work and look to attack, being very aggressive here. Nice block there by Hayden Huelskamp as Finkenbein's going to come back the other way. He's going to look to attack. Oh, beautiful pickpocket there by number 33, Aiden Weirman. And in the ensuing chaos, Coach Britton for Loramie calls a desperate timeout, looking to hold on to that ball there. But man, oh man, I don't know if it's early season or whatnot, but man, some inconsistency here in some of the calls, Tony.
Yeah, and like you said, it is early season. I mean, I'm all about the referees. They're doing the best they can.
Of course.
Consistency has to be the thing. You're exactly right there. And you can't get flustered in the moment, especially in these games like this where you got a lot of people. Last year didn't see a lot of people in the stands due to COVID. This year, fortunate we're able. I mean, looking at the Anna side, it's pretty full.
Yes,
Fort
indeed.
Loramie's got quite a few on their side, too. So, you can't let the crowd get too into it and affect your decision-making. But I would agree, a couple questionable calls there down the stretch, but you got to play through it.
Yeah, but what they do is a hard job. I mean, nobody's perfect. I certainly would not want to be the guy in the stripes.
Neither would I.
Kudos to them on all they do.
Neither would I. So we'll see if Anna can kind of use this as a momentum shift here with 5:56 still down 13. They need a spark somewhere.
They are going to break out the full court press to see what they can do. Doesn't work that time on the inbound as Loramie. He very quickly and easily gets the ball into the half court and sets up, tries to go to work here. And they just look like they're in time kill mode a bit, Tony.
Well, Anna just picked up that 7th foul, so the Loramie now in the 1-and-1 the rest of this game. We will see if they got Caleb Maurer on the line. If the Redskins can start hitting free throws, that strategy I talked about there at the end of the third quarter of Fallon may need to go out the window, because if you're giving up easy buckets like that or easy points at the free throw line, it's not really
the guy
help.
that you want to send to the line is not Caleb Maurer.
Not at all.
Not if you're Anna. You want to pick somebody else. As Maurer does knock down the front end of the 1-and-1. So he will be rewarded with a chance to push this to a 15-point lead, Tony.
Continues to just add on to this lead as he does indeed hit it.
And clean as can be. Holy cow.
Woo. Very hard foul there on Finkenbein.
Yeah, as Frilling comes over the top of him there. I mean, he really, I kind of said holy cow, because it looked a little much for an inbounds play,
Yeah,
Tony.
a little bit. Loramie bringing some, looks like Finkenbein's bringing the ball up. They're looking to trap that, but Ambush brings the ball up. They are back to face guarding Finkenbein. And again, they do have Holscher guarding him.
And Anna is screaming for holding, because these guys are just draped all over Finkenbein trying to deny him the ball. Anna gets a nice little poked rebound that gets poked free there. Finkenbein comes out with the offensive rebound, and he's just looking to do anything he can. Turns the ball over and then commits a foul there. Not what he wants to do there. He got flustered in the corner a bit. But unfortunately, he picks up his 3rd. They will walk the length of the court. And he will, Ryan Holschler will head to the line for Loramie here. Another 1-and-1 as Anna has 18 fouls here. And you can certainly hear the Anna crowd getting behind their guys, thinking that calls aren't going their way. Front end of the 1-and-1 is missed. Rebound by Anna, so they will come the other way as Finkenbein pushes the ball across half court. He splits what looks like a double team, gets in the lane, throws up a shot that was hotly contested. Foul is called, so McCain Finkenbein will head to the line. With about just over 5 minutes here in the fourth quarter. But again, you talk about the do-it-all guy. Finkenbein has 20 of 29 now for Anna, Tony.
Yeah, I think I was thinking earlier.
Make it 21 of 30.
What does he not do is a better question, Seth. Been doing rebounding the ball, sharing the ball when he can.
Very
scoring.
aggressive on the defensive end as well, trying to do everything he can to fuel his team. He makes both shots, calm, cool, collected. So he has 22 of Anna's 31. Let's see if Anna can get a stop here at any point to try to cut back into this deficit a little bit more. But, man, they are letting them play. As Loramie brings the ball up, Logan Frilling takes a shot along the baseline. It is off, no good. Big fight for it on the floor. And I think they said that Loramie had possession and got a timeout. I'm not so sure that ball wasn't free when they awarded that timeout.
That was definitely a jump ball on that possession. There was no possession on there. Again, it goes back to the consistency of the refereeing so far. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I don't want to talk poorly on it, but Anna definitely frustrated right now.
Yeah, and I don't know that I would have awarded a timeout there. It certainly looked like the ball was moving around in a mass of bodies. We're trying to steal a second look at it off of a monitor here in front of us. Didn't quite catch it there, but
I will say this, Seth. I would not be surprised to see Loramie maybe go at whoever McCain Finkenbein is guarding and try to maybe get him to pick up that 4th foul. He does look a little bit fatigued as he's walking out from the timeout there. And I couldn't help but notice on that last possession, he looked like he was a little tired there too. So if I'm Loramie, maybe try to exploit that. You may get an easy layup, or if you can get Finkenbein his 4th foul, you're going to make him play a little bit passive the rest of this game.
Well, off the inbounds, Ty Ruenkamp shot is long and misses. Ambos gets a good rebound for Anna, but comes down out of bounds. So the ball will stay with Loramie. Again, 44-31 lead here by Fort Loramie. As we approach halfway through the fourth quarter here, time running out for Anna. We'll certainly see what they elect to do here, if Loramie looks to run some clock or if they're going to continue attacking. And we will see.
Great defense by Zach Ambos there on Caleb
Ambos,
Maurer.
I've been very impressed by. He has been super aggressive defensively. Hasn't fouled a lot. He's only got 1 foul. So good defense without fouling by Zach Ambos tonight. Loramie's just been a little bit better on the offensive end, that's for sure.
Good
nice pass there
find.
by Caleb Maurer down low. He finds, I think that's big number 44,
that was
Isaac
Ratterman.
Ratterman, who's come back in with 3 fouls.
His first team.
Drew Dosick picks up that foul for Anna. Maybe a younger brother or a cousin of another Dosick that was here not too long ago for Anna, Tony? Potentially?
Griffin Dosick was here in 2019. I don't know the relation, but up here in Shelby County, everyone's
Wouldn't be
related.
surprised.
It seems like
Wouldn't be surprised.
you've seen the same last name quite a few times.
Cousins, brothers, second cousins, who knows?
There might
So
even be-
Ratterman does hit the first of his 2. So Loramie pushes that lead back up to 14. See if they can push it back out to 15 and would equal their largest lead of the night still.
banks it in.
Banks it in. Banks open late tonight, folks. So as we cross 4.5 here to play, Anna's still down 15 as Finkenbein's looking to do what he can. Hands the ball off. Not Zach Ambos. Finkenbein does get the ball back, and a foul is picked up on number 33, Aiden Werman. That now puts Anna into the bonus. So Finkenbein will head to the line for a 1-and-1. That might be a way that Anna could try to claw back into this. Get the clock stopped, get to the line maybe, Tony.
Well, they're going to need some other guys to step up, too, because it looks like Loramie is face guarding Finkenbein and Ambos now, both, not letting either one of them really get much going. So somebody else is going to have to do something. I mean, that's now that after that McCain Finkenbein make that 2 makes. He's got 24 of the 33, so everybody in the gym knows who's going to be taking the shots for Anna. Can somebody else maybe do something else?
Yes, indeed. Ratterman's now moving the ball up for Loramie to Caleb Maurer. Caleb Maurer goes backside to number 23, Logan Eilerman, as he converts in transition for Loramie. Way too easy of a bucket for Anna to give up at this point in the game. Ambos finds himself with the ball down low, kicks it to the left corner. 3 is up and short. Caleb Maurer rebounds for Loramie, pushes the ball up. Big number 33 moving, Aiden Weirman moving. Almost looked like he lost the ball, but crowded at the last second. Loramie will settle in as Ambos now defends Maurer out top aggressively.
Good
Loramie
physics.
drives a kick to the right corner for an open 3, and it is good as Logan Eilerman pushes this lead even out further now. 51-33 Loramie.
Timeout, Rockets. Full timeout.
And I don't know that a lot of people expected the lead to be this large. 18 with 3.5 to go, but certainly knew Loramie was capable of it.
Yeah, and again, it's really hard to see Anna having a lot of the success when the offense is so focused on one player. I mean, it's just so difficult to do. We know he's capable of scoring, but this is something that, in Division III, Division IV basketball, one guy can get you so far.
Yes, indeed, because if you don't have a guy that can fill it up like a Finkenbein who has 24 of the 33, you're going to be in such low-scoring games that you better play really darn good defensive basketball. You get a guy like Finkenbein, it allows you to be a little more aggressive on the offensive end, but if that's your one and only guy and you can't get help from anywhere else, it's going to be tough sledding, and I think we're seeing that a little bit tonight. Initially, we came in thinking we didn't know, if Loramie would be able to hold Finkenbein in check. I think what they've said is we'll let Finkenbein get his, but they're just going to make life difficult for him, and then nobody else really stepping up for Anna, unfortunately.
Exactly right there, Seth. And it's unfortunate, but again, we're also early in the season. This is probably only the 3rd or 4th game for these teams. By the time we get to January, it's going to be different looks. We'll see if Anna maybe has someone else that can step up. And
Finkenbein tries a long 3
Good
there.
hustle.
It looked like it hit the hit the rigging above the basket there, so I don't know why they didn't blow it dead immediately. But in any case, Loramie's going to have the ball on the baseline out here.
Great hustle by McCain Finkenbein to get his own rebound on his own shot. You don't see a lot of guys able to do that. As Loramie inbounds the ball, bringing the ball up the floor, as Anna does have some full court pressure going.
Just a little bit, not selling out for it. As Frilling's going to take a shot from the three that's in and out. Rebounded offensively by number 33, Aiden Weirman. He gets the putback to go, and that will very well be the nail in the coffin, as the lead is now 20, which is going to be too much for Anna to overcome here late. So we'll see what Anna can scrape up here, see if they can make this total a little bit more in line with what they wanted. I know they certainly don't want to see a 20-point defeat. Finkenbein gets a nice pass as he made a nice backdoor cut, but was fouled on the attempt, so he will head to the line. As Ty Ruenkamp fouled him on the attempt, it looked like Finkenbein was going to be golden all the way to the rack, but he steps up, knocks down the first of his 2 attempts. And I think if you look, again, we'll just keep reiterating, Loramie's got guys that have 9 points, 14 points, 10 points, 5 points, 4 points. They're kind of getting it from their roster about 7 guys deep at this point, which is impressive when you think of small-town basketball. You usually don't see rosters going 7 guys deep. As Anna's full court pressure, I thought they were going to come up with a turnover there, but Coach Britton gets a timely timeout by Coach Britton for Loramie. Tell you what, Coach has been on it with the timeouts tonight. Has saved a number of possessions with his timeout usage, Tony.
Absolutely. And going back to your previous comment there, Seth, I mean, Fort Loramie, the fact that you got this many guys that can share the ball, this is exactly what you need if you're looking at the Shelby County Athletic League as a whole this year. You got to have some variety when it comes to going out there and competing with Botkins, because right now, based off what I'm seeing today, I still believe it's Botkins and Fort Loramie as your top 2 teams in the Shelby County League going into the season.
Definitely. Plyman Brothers just a little bit too big, too much for a lot of teams. And Botkins has some other guys that were returning starters from last year as well. 4
of their top 7 total were back, and even though they have a new coach, I mean, they've come off to a hot start. I believe they were 3-0 to start the season after beating Minster on Tuesday night. They're still kind of like who you're aiming for. And if you're Loramie, like I said, if you got about 7, 8 guys that can score, you're going to definitely have the physicality factor. You're going to be a little bit undersized because Jacob Plyman being 6'8", you got to be able to control the glass. But Loramie has shown tonight they've been able to do just that, taking Anna basically out of the picture when it's come to offensive and defensive rebounds. So we'll see as the season progresses kind of what happens there.
Definitely, Tony. So Loramie's going to inbound the ball here with about 2:25 to go. Still maintaining an 18-point lead here as Anna looks to press hard to try to create a turnover here. Unfortunately, Loramie is taking care of the ball very well as Caleb Maurer drives, finds a guy in the backside, throws up a shot that's off. I do believe they get Frilling for a foul on the rebound, I think over the back potentially, or a shove. Yeah, they do call it a shove instead of over the back.
Not really sure if that was a shove. That looked more like jumping over a guy.
Well, but it will head the other way for the 1-and-1. So Zach Ambos is going to step to the line for Anna here. See if he can knock a couple down. Get it to 16 maybe? Question mark? I am Ron Burgundy.
little bit each possession if you can. But at this point, with 2 minutes to play, I talked about it that last quarter. That last quarter was when they needed to make a run, not now.
So Ambrose, first shot of the 1-and-1's up and good, so he will be rewarded with a second. Second shot on the way is up and off the front iron, rebounded by Loramie as they will bring the ball up the other way. Still a little bit of pressure being applied by Anna. A lot of bit of pressure being applied by Anna here, especially extending way out half court. But that's just going to end up what I thought was going to be an open 3 on the other end. Frilling goes to work with a little post move that ends up rattling around between the backboard and the rim. Looks like Finkenbein came down with that rebound and it was poked away, Tony?
Yeah, it looked like he had, let's see, who was that? I believe it was Ty Ruenkamp going up against him on that for that offensive rebound there, and obviously they're being about well, they're about the same size, I'd say, but yeah, on the way down there, Finkenbein gets poke free.
Yes, indeed. So Anna still looking to see what they can do here with 1:40 left. See if they can try to do something, but this ball just ends up thrown away. It does look like Anna has subbed out their starters, though.
Including Finkenbein.
So a little bit of the white flag here, under 2 minutes to go for Anna. Unfortunately, the Rockets and Coach Barhorst are going to go back to the drawing board after this one. Look back at the game film, see what they can come up with. And I think tonight it was just that Loramie attacked them from a lot of different angles. They turned the ball over too often, too early, and they really only got scoring output from one guy in Finkenbein.
Yeah, that's going to be the problem, unfortunately, going forward if they don't figure that out. But again, like I said, early in the year, so there's plenty of time for the Rockets to figure that out. I don't, and that's not to take away from McCain Finkenbein tonight.
No, he's a great player.
What a performance he had tonight. I mean,
he's going to be first team All SCAL by the end of the season, no doubt about that. I don't think in my mind. Certainly, Tony.
No, not. I'd say after tonight's even in a losing performance, I'd say right now my favorite's him and Jacob Plyman for SCAL Player of the Year. A very early take, obviously.
Yeah, although Carter might have something to say about it to Jacob, a little friendly, little brotherly rivalry there in the Plyman household. But, yeah, this one's kind of just – Jim's kind of emptying out here now as we're under a minute here. So it looks like Loramie is going to march to a pretty good victory here tonight, Tony. Certainly a well-played game from start to finish. Caleb Mauer's going to get a dunk here at the end of the game on the second teamers from Anna. So I don't know if I'd be celebrating it too much. I mean, yeah, you get a dunk, but there's not a single starter in the game for Anna.
I'm going to disagree with that. That was a great defensive stop there. He got a steal first before he
picked it off.
Got that. So
yeah. So we'll give it. Hats off to you, Caleb. Nice steal, big dunk on the other end. Mean mugging all the way back to the bench as this one has come to a conclusion. Fort Loramie's going to walk away with a 55-39 victory as the Fort Loramie Redskins defeat the Anna Rockets here tonight. Leading scorer for the Redskins looks like number 21, Ty Ruenkamp with 14. Caleb Mauer kicked in 11. And I do believe Finkenbein exited with, 20?
He might have been about 20. I think it was more than that. I think it was closer to 29 maybe because he had the majority of their points. Yeah.
I didn't quite catch his total here before he checked out. But still, he was far and away their leading scorer tonight. Just needed some more help putting the ball in the bucket from some of his other teammates. But hats off to Fort Loramie on a great game, Tony.
100%. Great team dominating win. Capped off with that Caleb Mauer dunk at the end. Statement win, too, in the Shelby County League. So for Fort Loramie, this is a big win and a good step in the right direction as they look to the new season.
Yes, indeed. So any last thoughts here, Tony, that you want to wrap up with?
I don't think so, Seth.
We've covered it all?
I think we have. Glad to be back. Glad to be back in the basketball season with full gyms and all. And, looking forward to continuing to do this as the season progresses.
Yeah, so we will be looking to see what we can do for our next game. We are going to try to pair video with our broadcast if and when we can. We have run into some issues as of late with some contracts with schools and some other broadcasting partners that they work with, which is going to limit us a bit in that, I think. We're starting to find out. But we'll keep searching, keep hunting. So follow us on social medias at SWOFCP on most all socials. Feel free to DM Tony or myself as well. Let us know a game you might want us to go out and see and call. We'll do our best to accommodate. But until then, I'll sign off. I'm Seth Kime.
I am Tony Peters.
We're Southwest Ohio Full Court Press. Thank you all and good night.